There we go. Everybody's gonna be like, "You dummy! Why you didn't do that?" You know what it is. Oh, so crazy, so crazy. He is so crazy, boy. Then let's add this. Oh, I see. I added Lou, and then she hanged up. Oh, this is the one where I ruined everything. Oh, stupid.
Clean up on aisle 3.
No, because remember I was playing around with the. I was
Yep.
playing. Yeah, I broke it, and it doesn't fix even with the update. Nikes. I did go in and fix my little Lego. I still might mess with it a little bit, but it's close enough for now. And I did start the channel because I wanted it to say started on December 1. I don't know if it actually says the actual date, does it? Hmm. Let me check. Actually, let me check. Let me check. Oh, I done did something stupid. Freaking Alec. What's up? Oh, good to see you, man. Uh, Let me see. Open a new browser.
I'm back in business.
All
You
right.
can
I was
hear
like,
me.
why she ran away?
My audio was like being weird.
Oh, happens to the bestest of us. Yo, we're getting a little like frame droppy.
Yeah, like what is this, right? Like what is
Mm-hmm.
happening?
Okay, here's my favorite thing though. Whenever that happens, right? Everyone in the oh my god, dude, really? Who's doing that? Caleb. Of course, it's Caleb. Oh,
Can you make her a co-host?
yes, she should already be that.
No, when she came out, when came back in, and I can't do it because
You're
I
fine
came
now
in
though.
last.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So strange thing is when that ever happens, it's like the person who is doing the content has no fix for that. Like if it's Spectrum, Xfinity, whomever, they can't adjust it. And if it's YouTube, they can't adjust it. But everyone's like, "Oh, your thing is glitching." Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's like, what am
Yes,
I
it
gonna
is.
do with that information? You know what I mean? It's like, hey, the volcano's erupting. Yeah, because she's pissed off.
Uh-huh.
Pele is
Yeah.
mad. You guys stole the land from the Hawaiians, but I can't stop her from spitting out the hot juice. So telling me that doesn't do much for me other than let me see it. And people be saying it like you're supposed to do something to fix it, and I'm like, but, but, but I can't. So don't tell me that. Like, especially, well, it doesn't bother me, but it throws off some creators. Like, it really messes them up because then they start trying to figure out how they can fix it, and I'm like, they can't fix it, so leave it alone. Like, stop saying it.
Let it be.
And my number one culprit is my boy Daniel. I'm like, Daniel, I love you. Stop telling me that. I can't fix it. You're driving me insane. Don't tell me that. Because then I'll start thinking about it. Okay, so here's a good question. Ollie wants to know will I ever make pop filters for the Earthworks ESO? No. I'll tell you why. To make a mold, to make a custom for a custom mic, and I can see why that doesn't really exist, and I was dumb enough to do it for the pod mic. The mold was 36 grand to make a mold, a gigantic high steel mold to take the hot foam juice and poof, and then make it so it fits 36 G's. And I did it for the pod mic because there's in my brain enough return on investment to get that back. And you know what? Out of all the pod mic ones I sold, in comparison to SM7B and MV7, MV7 Plus, MV6, 10%. 90% of the covers that go out of here are Shure. And so I'm the idiot that was dumb enough to make pop filters for the Rode mic. And even as many pod mics are out there in three separate models, not even a dent. Now, let's go Shure SM7B, MV6, MV7, MV7 Plus, MV7i, gangster, right? and then Let's Go Road Pod Mike, Gangster. How many artwork ethos is there out there in this planet in comparison to what I just said? I am more likely to find my aura ring today than to find another person besides you, Tom Buck, and about 5 people I know out of the many people that I know that actually have an ethos. And it's a dope mic, right? As a matter of fact, I would buy one in a second. But
What's it called? Ethos? What?
Earthwork Ethos. It's
I just want to see what
it's an amazing microphone. It's good.
Earthwork.
Earthworks.
I just want to see what it looks like.
Actually, Tom has the higher one, but
Oh,
yeah, I mean they're still the same size,
they're
but
pretty. Yeah.
bigger thing. It was it's
The
pretty. Did you just say it's pretty? The sound don't care what it
the
look like.
SM7B one won't work.
I mean, got to measure
Well,
it.
they're looking at a dock pop.
You got to measure it.
So isn't that about making it pretty?
Oh yeah, that's true. It's true. You got to measure. If it's that's why I put the specs on the site though, right? If it's a 50
Yeah.
millimeter bore, then it fits. Like because I know it fits
Right.
on the RE20 and the RE30, and it fits on the Heil PR40, right? Like it fits those, but that's why I put the measurement so that people who had something
Yeah.
avant-garde could measure themselves and go to town.
Yes. Cool.
Yeah, and that I was dumb. I can't believe I did that. I'm never getting that money back.
So do we need to start using our pod mics just to move some product? It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, but we'll keep.
Yeah, so if the SM7B one is too wide for it, then yeah, it is kind of pencily. The
Well, if you
SM7B
send me
one is
some,
too wide for the MV6, but I put it on the MV6 anyway.
I was going to say if you send me a few, I can add them inside my trench coat as I go walking down the street.
Paul be like,
Hey,
like those old movies where homie had the watches inside.
I got some pops for you.
Yo,
You need a pop?
poppers in your
They're like
community is
poppers?
something
No.
different, bro. I remember when I was a little kid, I thought I was cool. I was gonna try to smell that. It's so stupid. Used to be able to buy it from the back of the comic books. Was it called Rush or something? And I was like, man, this don't work. What the hell? But then again, maybe the one that they could sell in the comic books isn't the same thing as what one might partake against in the streets.
Very true.
Yo,
Not that I have any idea what you're talking about.
shut up, Paul. Yo,
All right, so I can't hang too long today, but what we want to talk about?
Yeah.
We want to just like vibe. We want to talk about plans for the next year.
I'm about plans for the next year. Listen, if anybody didn't have an opportunity to, I did throw an epic rant yesterday,
Ooh.
and I think it's worth discussing before we do our planning for the next year, because I just want people to sort of process what I said. And it's going to be worse today. Okay. And and the funny thing is, I forgot that today was going to be the day, but it's just kind of perfect that I made the video. Sorry. So today, of course, Sony dropped a brand new camera. So today, of course, Gerald Undone and, Jason Vaughn and all of the Potato Jet, everybody dropped their new, conversations about the new camera. And of course, like the chat is going to go crazy about like, oh, they paid you to say this, they paid you to say that and whatever. And it's like, number one, so, number two, so, and number three, so at the end of the day, because my point in the video yesterday, and if you didn't watch it, I say go watch it because it's probably deeper than what I'm going to say right now. I'm like, if you think that brand deals are somehow selling out and you're really pissed off that, some creator might say something nice about a brand because, the brand paid them to say it, you will never make a dime as a creator. And here's why. The irony is you're sitting there watching a video for free, hoping to get some advice on the purchase that you kind of want to make, which at the end of the day is your responsibility as a grown-ass adult, regardless of what the creator says, right? A whole bunch of people went around trying to tell me to vote for one person that I damn sure didn't vote for. A whole bunch of people. Like, and they got paid to tell me that. You understand? A whole bunch of people get paid to tell me to find Jesus. And you know what? I ain't looking for him. And am I mad that they get paid to tell me to find Jesus? No. I ain't looking for them. A whole bunch of people get paid to tell me to find Satan. I ain't looking for him neither. Right? And you never see comments about, oh my God, you got paid to tell me to find Jesus or find Satan or find Beelzebub or whoever the hell. And nobody bitches about that. But when it comes to gear on the internet, people be lambasting creators because they got paid to say something. And so with Osmo dropping new cameras, YOLO, Nikon, Amran about new lights, other companies dropping new mics, whatever the case may be, people do brand partnership. And the first comment is, oh, you're a paid shill. You lost all credibility. First of all, you're probably not their real deal viewers because their real deal viewers know their value for exchange. Second of all, these people make the video. They spend a lot of time to research the product, test the product, spend hours creating content, editing, the whole thing that you bitch about that you can't do good. And then you're going to roll into the comment section and be mad at them because they got paid to make a video. What it really sounds like is a 45-ounce haterade. And then you mad. Like, if you don't want the advice, go straight to the B&H page, read the soulless specs, go to the website, read the soulless specs, and guess if it works okay in the low light condition. Guess if it works okay in a bumpy car. Guess if OpenGate is really about that life, or should you actually be brilliant and back up 3 or 4 millimeters and get the exact same effect. Right? And so without these videos, kind of sort of, how would you know what to buy? Many of the stuff that you recently bought, you bought because of a recommendation or an ad somewhere, but yet people will stand in their ground and be like, oh, I hate marketing. And the one that absolutely blows my mind, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, the subscription hypocrisy of people bitching about Adobe subscriptions or, ChatGPT subscriptions or some other subscriptions. And they would talk mad shit about how bad these subscription companies are. And they're just trying to F you and they're trying to get you. And on the bottom of their page, right underneath the window where they just told you how much they hate subscriptions and would never buy subscription software, there's a motherfucking join button to join their membership. Is that not a subscription? To listen to you be a victim? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. If that's your mindset, and if you fall into the trap of listening to these people and joining that bandwagon, as much as you think you're being, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, that makes good sense. Like, I'm in alignment with that. Yes, I'm fighting for the creators, that they don't get shielded by some person who might say that, this is good or bad or indifferent. You're blocking your own self from making money because you're telling people that you do not actually want a brand deal. You're saying, you know what my job is? To look at creators who send me a proposal and say, hey, I'm wondering if Ecamm would sponsor this particular situation. I'm like, cool. So I read the proposal. I go down the list. Katie and I talk about it. And then she goes, can you check this out? Bet. So I go through all of their comments. I go look and see what they talk about on the internet. I go look to make sure that they don't say anything that might make our brand look bad. And if I find 1 second where it says subscription software sucks, I can't use them. Because if it ever comes back, hey, you're sponsored by Ecamm and you're telling everybody that Photoshop subscription sucks. That doesn't align. Just like I hate girls and then asking me to sponsor you when my partners are all female or female leaning. Like, how dumb does that sound? And then again, the same people who say that crap have a join button on their freaking page. And so to close this rant out, if you are spending your time hating somebody else's money, it will block you from your own money. And I can tell you this from experience, because in the past, when I've been pissed off at about a way a certain person is making money, it actually messes with my financial flow. Because the mindset is, bad money, right? Money is the root of all evil. Money is the reason why people act this way. If you think like that, you will put yourself in a position to think bad about money. Even if you don't know it, you will mentally self-sabotage it because you're assuming that it's bad. So real talk, stay out of other people's wallet. is none of your business. Even if they're making money doing something super, super shady, none of your business. You can hate them what they're doing, but never think about the money side of it because it will secretly block you because you cannot succeed in a business that you think is corrupt. You cannot make a dime in a business that you think is corrupt. And I can say this full fledged because my dad told me this and my mentor told me this back in the day. And my mentor was an actual billionaire. He said, you can't sell something to the people that you hate. And I catch myself all the time being mad at stupid people, but I really got to ignore that as hard as it is because stupid people is what makes smart people get money. Because if they were smart, they wouldn't need myself or Mary Lou or Caleb or Raph to teach them how to do anything. Well, if they were smart at this, not I'm not getting to you know what I mean. I'm not being that mean about it. A little bit. Yeah, and I'm with Luis. I already say nice things about Sony for free. Here you go, Nintendo lover. Good to see you, King Paco. Real quick. Mr. Camera Junkie, no, you shouldn't stop. Don't listen to B Wash. What's up, B Wash? My response is to you been paid comment is so 100% because they also ain't paying your mortgage, bro. They're not paying the mortgage. Harry Rivera, good to see you, bro. Thank you for the content. Learned a lot from your channel. I really appreciate you, bro. Thank you, Raph. Thank you for the congrats on 20K. He says, I just signed a sponsor integration for my next video. Yes, 100%. What is up, Rich? Good to see you, my man. Never tried a Wavelength beta because I use Shore's MV Motive Mix. Same exact concept. And I've also tried the Rode Unity one. Same exact concept. They all familiarly do the same thing. They all work. So I would say go for it. But yes, they all work. They all work really good. Ollie says that love Rafi's content. So do I. Rafi's my guy. Richie is saying bad words. I know I never tried using voice focus. I don't do too much with adding weird things to my stream that I can accomplish by using hardware. So I think I remember what voice focus does, but I believe it's a noise fixing situation. And I believe you fix that just by getting a good mic that has the word Shure on it and you don't need such things. Let's see. Rafi says subscriptions make sense when there's value in it for you personally. It makes sense. Others don't. Adobe for me makes perfect sense. 100%. I agree. I would never 86 my Adobe subscription, even though it's close to $90 a month, and even though primarily the number one thing that I use at the moment is still what is that one called? Express. Comparison to all my other Adobe things, the number one thing I use is Express. But yesterday, as I was attempting to fix my logo, you know what I opened up? Illustrator. And you know what I did? I fixed my logo in Illustrator. And if I didn't have Illustrator on my computer, it would have been a whole different ball of wax. But I basically took an image that I had that I thought was okay, but kind of needed a little bit of help. And then I needed to go into Illustrator and like tighten it up. And just having it on my computer, I'll bring the image back in real quick. Drag and drop, dude. What are you doing? Drag and drop. There it is. So this is what, the internet had gave me, and I didn't like it. So I went into Illustrator and I fixed it. So yeah, like if I didn't have that on my computer, it would be hours and hours and hours of work of recreating it. And I'm like, nah, dude, just use Illustrator. So yeah, I don't mind having that in my bag. Also, when I need some stock footage right away, like simple seconds. I got stock footage everywhere. Good to see you, Cleb. Oh yeah, Friday show is being canceled. Nothing interesting came out this week. Oh, he's stupid. He's stupid. Do I still use the Rodecaster Pro? That is a very good question, and the answer is absolutely, positively. I still use the Rodecaster Pro. There we go. Here we are, Roadcastering the Pros. I use it on a regular basis. Turn that crap off. Yes. Not maybe for what it needs to be for, but yes, that's what I do. Why is she commenting? What is she talking about? Anyway, so just a quick question. Like, what do you do? Or like, what thoughts cross your mind when you see somebody get blasted for the way that they make their money?
That person's not going to make money. Like, okay. Right. Like I've gotten that before. It's like, how do you expect anything to get made if you are upset about people getting advertising. I don't want you to watch football. I don't want you to watch regular TV. I don't want you to watch the news. Everybody's got sponsors in order to pay for the project. Work doesn't happen for free because you're not going to work for free.
No, they're not.
And if you are, you shouldn't be.
No, they're not. Well, and the funny thing is, I would go as far as to say, depending on where these people work, their job is spending money on marketing somewhere. Otherwise, they're
Hmm.
not getting clients. And a lot of people think that marketing is just about ads, and it's not. I mean, we pay for marketing in a whole bunch of different places. We just don't realize that we pay for that. You know what I mean? And whether you believe it or not, your police department and your fire department are a subscription service. You just pay tax every month in order to make sure that people don't. I'm not going to say it, Brandon. I'll stop.
Mhm.
I'm not, I want to piss Brandon off. but yeah, like it's important, and it's so funny because we get so wrapped up in this mindset, and I think it's just gotten worse over the last couple of years because the victim mentality has been grown in the biggest way possible. And I swear a lot of it is jealousy because they want to know how. And I guarantee you, if I look at a lot of these people's channels or follow them around on different places they comment, their questions are, hey, how do I get a brand deal? Like, oh, hey, how do I make money on this internet? If you check their search history, they've been looking at how to grow their channel, how to make money. So it's mad kind of funny. Like, it's mad kind of funny. But and I also believe, this is going to sound crazy, but I believe the majority of the people that say that never really thought about it. They latched on to a comment made by somebody else, and they made it their own without actually sitting down and fully thinking this through. And when I first got to the concept of resenting rich people was going to keep me broke forever, it was like 2007, and I've never switched back. I really don't care how they make their money. I'm like, how can I make it and still be a better person? So even when I hear like all billionaires are corrupt, I'm like, yeah, you're right. But when I become a billionaire, I'll do it the right way versus like, oh, hate them. I hate them. I hate them. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it really doesn't. And it is a very weird thing to just constantly be put in position. And so, I was watching Brandon did a phenomenal interview yesterday with Millie, and she had to do it as a pre-record because she's a brand new mom, dude. She got youngin'. Like, her baby is probably like 4 or 5 months old. So yeah, you had to do a pre-record, and and naturally, Brandon's first thought was, "Is this going to be okay?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah," because her information is still solid. Yo, old girl made like $500,000 last year that she shared with us, and there's gonna be people that hate on Millie because she made a half a milli. That's funny. I just said that.
A millie millie.
A milli, she made a milli, and she made a new little milli. But yo,
I love that.
how can you hate MA because she clocked funds, bro? She's one of the nicest people in the world, real life. Like, I've met her several times. She's the bomb. And I feel like some of that haterade, and even the things like there's people who would try to sell her short because, oh, well, she made that money because she's beautiful. Yeah, that's easy, bro. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean anything. I know some broke ass beautiful people. I can tell you, go right now in the hood. There's some people in the hood fine as hell and broke. That was me. That has nothing to do with anything. You still have to have a business mind. And so, transition in this conversation, Millie and Brandon were in their conversation, and big ups to Brandon for a phenomenal interview. Um, he asked he asked a question to her about her team. And I tell you, when she broke down her team, I don't remember the exact number, but I want to say there's like 10 people on her team. And I immediately said in the comments to Brandon, I was like, yo, thank God for us. Like, she does it with real folks. But I said to Brandon, thank God for us. A lot of what she has a team for, we are now able to do with AI for the people who are not bitching about AI is going to take their job. And so what I did, being Doc, is I immediately went over to the bot and I said, okay, Millie said these are all of the kin folks that we need to run this business. How about you make me a breakdown of all of these kin folks you need to run the business, and in case Millie and I missed any, backfill it. And Claude was like, bitch, hold up. Let me get you. I got you, my guy. Right? Because Claude be like that. Claude, she's a spicy little trick. And let me see if I didn't bust up my program, this will work. I did jack up the scenes messing around. Okay, so here's what it came up with. And I actually, of course, you know me, I turned it into a Notion database. And I sent this to Brandon so that Brandon could try it for her own, right? He said 10 plus easy, right? I think Brandon's right. I tried to count it when she was doing it, but I was eating the gyro. It was lunchtime. So let me break down for you. And then
See.
Lou, if we're missing any, if me and Claude missed any, because you come from the production space, back us up and then we'll fix this. And I'm happy to give you guys this list and then maybe even share this database public, because here's what I want you to see as a content creator. Also, Raph and Brandon, because you guys are pro level creators. If there's any that we missed, please backfill this. Because you're pro level creators, and I said this in the chat to Brandon and Millie. Yes, well, Millie wasn't there. I said this to Brandon yesterday. Imagine all of us out here doing this, not realizing that we are technically doing all of these jobs. So I took this list and I went to Small Evil on the other side, and I said for her new business of arbitraging, Yoko Shopee, she has an incredible eBay business that she's, launched last year and is doing phenomenally well. I'm like, these are the 10 things that you do every day that you don't realize you do. I'm like, you're probably missing like 3 of them because you're not really creating content. But to me, taking pictures to post on the eBay listing is in of itself content. And eBay is a social shopping network, so it's kind of the same. Anyway, let me break down the list. You need an analytic strategist. You need a brand strategist. You need a business strategist. You need a community strategist, a content strategist, a creative strategist, a customer experience strategist, a marketing strategist, monetization strategist, which is AKA me and Mary Lou, just telling y'all, get out of people's business. Operations strategist. My operations strategist name is Paul Duncan. Then a platform strategist, a product strategist, a repurposing strategist, an SEO strategist, and a social media strategist. Those are the ones that Claude and I came up with based off of the initial ones that Millie said. And I got 12. I think she said,
And that doesn't even get into the business people like that you
oh,
need. That's
I
just the
missed one.
content strategy.
No, yes, the business
Like,
strategist is right here. I did have a,
no, but like that's business strategist, but like you don't even get like the accountant is not the business strategist,
oh,
right?
see, I was supposed to have an operations manager as business manager. So I think I messed up and
Maybe it would be
I might
there.
have changed them all to strategist, but I think the operations is supposed to be like operations manager, which I can fix. But let's find out what they do, okay? Because I also went in as far as to give you guys, if I hit this, yes, I went in as far as to give you like what their job supposed to be, right? I'm man, what's supposed to be. Sorry, let me not sing that song. Oh, that's supposed to be. Sorry. Map out and document core workflows from ideas, polish to content delivery, identify bottlenecks, handoff issues, unnecessary complexity, create and maintain standard operating procedures, checklists, and templates, coordinate with timelines across the creators and collaborators, monitor operational metrics like cycle time and on time delivery. Brandon and I had a conversation yesterday about on time delivery when it comes to getting these videos out to these brands, right? We literally just talked about that yesterday. And so in that conversation, when we were talking about like, we want to be ahead of the game instead of late, because when you're late, it starts to tick on the back of your brain. And I've seen Mary Lou go, oh my God, I got to get these done. I've seen her face
Yeah.
when she feels that pressure of not making the brand feel late, right? And then Paul said, I got 10 SOPs I got to write. See, there we go. There we go. And actually, Paul has been helping us with some SOPs even for the eCam situation, right? So you need to process and map key workflows, content production, launches, onboarding, SOPs, checklists, recurring tasks, product calendars. Mary Lou has a humongous product calendar in her living room, production calendar rather. It takes up the entire living room wall. She's crazy. Capacity snapshots, operational involvement, backlog, systems thinking, process design, project coordination, clear written documentation, which very few of us do, which makes it hard for us to bring on an assistant or an extra person because you don't know what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Like we are flying by the seat with our pants. And so, as much as it pains me, and Paul, if you make any comments, I will kick you out of this meeting. We need to have our own SOPs for even our own stuff because this is why we make a YouTube video. And Alicia put me on blast the other day and she says, "Yo, bro, can you make me a full on follow through of how you make your videos?" And I was like, "Okay, I think I understand the question, sis, but back me up." And she says, "Okay, what I want from you," let me get her exact verbiage because it was country, but correct. Um, don't say nothing smart, AT. I see you back there. I know you're in the back room somewhere.
To reach through the camera.
Right? She said, "I want to know and see, this is stuff, this is why I think these conversations are important because what AT said, she catches me more than anybody else of, dude, you be doing stuff that you do by muscle memory that you think we supposed to know and we don't know just because it's muscle memory to you, asshole, it's not muscle memory to us." And I'd be like, "Look, girl, don't talk spicy to me." But then I remember she from Detroit.
He's like,
so
but you're not wrong.
I don't mess with her. No, she's not wrong. So she said, "I want to know the file structure, moving the files from eCam, options to use Auphonic, setting for the export, any AV description prompts or projects that you be working on, uploading, including the captions, the subtitles, the M cards." There's her big point with triple stars because, you know, she wanted to make sure that my blind ass seen it. Little things you do unconsciously or have pre-programmed. Maybe record a video and do a voiceover, which is smarter from trying to explain it in the process, right? Add any references to any videos that you've already done that go into more detail. And I was like, bro, so the fact that AT hit me with this on Sunday and then Millie hit Brandon with the list of what it takes to be gangster yesterday, and then me and Claude sharing the joint and spitting this list out, I'm like, oh, we do a lot more work than we give ourselves credit for. Okay, now I don't batch. Sorry. Stop looking at me sideways, Lou. I don't batch.
It's not for everybody. That life's not for everybody.
But Sunday, I made a video about not comparing yourself to other kinfolks and build yourself a, what is the word I called it? Build yourself a effort score sheet and score yourself based off the effort that you put into making a video, not based on feeling like, you know, you're trying to compare yourself to B-Wash, right? Go by your effort that you put in and give yourself a real deal Holyfield effort score, okay? So I'm giving you guys what this looks like real quick. There's my instruction sheet. You can ignore that. We don't need that. Okay. So in my effort score sheet, I said, you want to put in the date, the video title, give yourself an effort score from 1 to 10. How much time did you invest? What skills did you practice or learn? What were your micro wins? And what were any notes and lessons that you can have to get to this, right? And then I took you through, at the end of the week, you're going to write a reflection. The week of December 1, total videos published, 7, gangster. Come on, you know me. Plus a couple shorts. Let's make it about 15, 20, right? Effort score. I'm dark, dude. All my joints is 9 or 10. But there's definitely days where I do a 5 and think that video is going to suck. That's the video that smokes, by the way. Total time invested on a 10-minute video. I think I'm about 40-ish minutes, but doing AT's video is going to give me a clearer answer of what I think I do and what I really do, right? A lot of times we think we superheroes, and it's like, yo, that took you 3 hours, dog. You thought you was quick. But if you track it, you'll know. So that's even better because then you know what you're really spending. So thank you, AT, for the, even though you're spicy with it, thank you for that. All right, what did I get better at this week? All right, so before I finish this list, let me just go ahead and put you on hide. Mary Lou, what did you get better at this week?
What did I get better at this week? Selling.
Explain.
Selling my membership.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Yesterday? Oh, I was like, who is she? Who woke up this girl?
Because it's hard for me.
Yes,
it's hard for me. I'm just
know.
like, I don't know. Come over. I'll help you. You know, but no, it was
and you
good.
put
I'm
your
really
foot
excited.
in the ground. So can you dig on that a second?
What did I do to put my foot in
5
the
of
ground?
y'all. I ain't got time for a bunch of fakers.
Oh yes, yeah. I was like, it's five. It's five. That's it. And if anybody else is interested, there's still a couple spots.
I'm just saying. Paul,
Five,
why you gotta be
because we've
like
been
that?
so successful with this like group, the group that we've had for the past year has like just beyond my expectations impressed me. And I think like the small group is really where it's at.
Thank you. I agree with you. Okay, so to Brandon and Luis and Matt and Mary Lou, myself, I know that we should all be able to truthfully say yes. When we first learned about doing this business, before it's even YouTube, or trying to do it as a YouTube thing, we had a list of things that we would check to stick in our bag: camera, filters, lens wipe, batteries, charging cord, a couple protein bars or nuts or something. Maybe even a couple packs of instant coffee, something. I always had band-aids, duct tape, what you call the other one, gaffer's tape, requisite cords, backup of requisite cords, the whole 9 yards. Porter brace bag, ready to go. I got these 4 porter brace bags in the whip. Tell me, the people I just mentioned, have you ever done this? You get to the venue, set up, boom. Open the SD card case. Mother, it's in the computer. Especially those of us that use a desktop. Tell me you have never had to go last minute, find an SD card, go down to the hotel gift shop and pay $60 for a freaking 20, what is it called? 32 gig SD card. Tell me you ain't never been
Yeah,
to the gig
guaranteed.
and free. So
Guaranteed.
when Matt say, real talk, when Matt say, I'm in the process of building SOPs for my workflow, yo, your mans ain't lying. And although my scene is going to be messed up from playing around, look at this. This is my first scene in every one of my eCam joints. Turn off Do Not Disturb, turn on mute, turn off iCloud services, turn off live demo mode, because I've definitely started to stream like this on many occasions, right? Check the sound levels, check the camera inputs, check the white balance. I only need to do that once every 8 months because Sony. Run through your scenes, like, check the streaming destination regulations, screen shares, the whole 9 yards. Like, for the most part, cone and cleanliness, because you don't want to accidentally go live and there's some teledildonics on the desk or something like that.
You're speaking from experience.
I'm just saying, I seen it in the video and I forgot. It was on TikTok or on Instagram. There was a lady and she was doing her rant and she was ranting. The funny thing about the video, she was this Republican lady ranting about family values and whatever, and the whole 9 yards, talking mad stuff about we need Jesus,
That was on
and
the
we need church.
news.
And then she had, like, right back there where freaking Scuba Steve is, she had the long joint. And the funny thing is, she's that red state Republican. She didn't have just like the long peach colored joint. She had the long joint that looked like he's from West Africa. So I'm just saying, lady. I'm just saying.
And maybe if she used it a little bit more, she would be in a better mood.
Ooh. Ain't that how the young
Like,
kids
why is
do
it on the shelf in the office?
Why is it on the shelf? Hey, I tell you what, she been taking a break. Matt said 100% I've been there with no cards. But since I work in the Department of it doesn't, no, me anymore. And I'm more dependent on these checklists as you become like an older, sort of creator. You really start paying attention on how much these checklists means to you. But yo, you definitely, them CVS SD cards, them joints is expensive, like mad expensive.
Right. Well, and then like when we did our project in Seattle, there was 4 of us all on a combined checklist. And what was great about it is like stuff's coming from 4 different places in the hemisphere, like not even in one country. But having multiple people keeping their eyeballs on it, right? I was able to see something that somebody else missed, and somebody else was able to see something that I missed, and tell you when we were there, did we have to go get any supplies? We had to get food and like local stuff, like
the only thing we ended up getting was a longer extension cord that we had no way of knowing until we got to the venue.
Yeah, but as far as
But
all the other
as far
stuff,
as gear goes, no, we were set. We had everything because we went through that list like cray cray,
we did it. And like I
and
feel
we had
like
to get a pink drink. And what's a pink drink? I don't know, Uncle. It says it in the damn name. Shut up, Ren, jerk.
this kid,
when I
this
see
Jeremy's
Ren,
kid, docked Doc.
yes,
He docked Doc. He said it's in the word. It's
yo,
in the name.
I got docked by little Jeremy jerk. He would never let me live that down for as long as he lived. Dude, what the heck is a pink drink?
This is delightful.
It's a
Oh my
pink
gosh. And then
drink.
Daniel's like, "Do we have a?" I'm like, "Yes." Do we have a? Yes, here you go. What else do you need? Do we have a? Yep, sure do. Here
Yeah,
you
we got
go.
all of that. Yo, I gotta say, so it's really interesting though from a business perspective, looking into what a successful creator like Million, she shared it all. So if you haven't watched it, bro, go to the Ecamm channel and look at the replay, and then go to Brandon's channel and look at the replay. And there, yeah, I'm sorry,
Yeah, I can't wait to go
you
watch
got to
that.
eat
I
two
love
hours,
Millie.
but yo, it's worth it. It's really, really worth it. And yo,
Listen, you just sacrifice like an hour of scroll holing on TikTok looking at trash.
scroll holder.
Put it on and fold some laundry.
There's apps to do this, and I think I'm holier than thou sometimes. Okay, it comes with my Virgo nature. I do really want to one day take a look and see what my actual time on IG equates to. Yeah, because I was listening to Brandon and Millie yesterday. When I do pick up the phone to do some scroll holding, what do I normally hit? I normally hit IG. That's just a habit. Like stunting is a habit. Get like me. And TikTok is there, but I kind of do it on IG. And really, the reason why I did it on IG is in the beginning, of course, TikTok doesn't really know me like that. So it would recommend me stuff that's just not interesting. And I realized that at the beginning, I was on FYP, which would just throw random things at you. But I also realized that if you interact and you comment or whatever, because I know how platforms work, then my TikTok feed looks a little bit more normal now. And also, a lot of the stuff I get on TikTok are from what other people have sent me as jokes, or it's kind of funny. So yeah, it's kind of entertaining. And so in the chat yesterday, one of Brandon's viewers was talking about like, well, I feel like everybody just opens up their phone to be entertained, and I'm like, kind of sort of, I don't know about that. Most of the time, I'm opening the phone and hitting the scroll wheel. I go there to get a very particular piece of information. I sound like Liam Nielsen. I go there to get a particular set of skills. I get sidetracked by the damn jaw monkey. Yeah, where you going? Me and the donkey we got over here in Jamaica. We're walking around Australia. We in the outback. Like I get sidetracked by jaw monkey, and then 50 videos that I send to Luis, or 50 videos that Luis send to me. And Luis's video about the new Canon hand warmer, shots fired. That shit was good. That was so good. But for the most part, I open it up because I'm going to look for some actual information. I don't think I watch it for entertainment like that. The entertainment then finds me. So I don't know. Maybe if you have the mindset again of everybody else is only out to be entertained, you're going to screw your own content creation, because it's going to cause you to try to be an entertainer when maybe you're trying to be an educator. Now, if you make music, your likes, your thought pattern is different. You're like, people want to go out here to be entertained. So you're creating content that's designed to entertain. But if you create the content that is about education, then maybe you yourself should go and look at content that's about education and try, as hard as it may be, to avoid the content that's quote unquote entertaining, because that's where your sidetrack comes in. I think. Am I wrong? I don't know. I'm just spitballing. How say you?
Well, so I will scroll whole because I like, our way our brains work, I will get fixated on a thing and I will research this thing until I know everything about said thing. That's usually on TikTok. So it's education, but it's like not the stuff I'm teaching. But I also think there is value in looking at other things.
Oh, I agree with that as well.
Because otherwise you just like looking at the same thing, you just regurgitating stuff all the time.
Yes.
So that's why I don't watch too many other educators. Like I'll go to like check on like what's going on. And like I guess when I'm looking at other educators, what I'm doing is looking at their comments. I'm like, what are the gaps? Like what are people missing? What do people want
Mm.
more of?
See, I look at other educators in other spaces. That's not my own. I
Oh,
pay
that's mine too.
attention. I pay attention to other educators in other quote unquote niches because I look for teaching styles or something that I can grok from there. I also look at education content that's about educating myself to be better at this. I don't normally look at my. This is going to sound mean, and there's nothing wrong. I'm not trying to be mean. I don't watch what Nick and D and Brian G and all the other people that do what I do. Yeah, I don't look at their stuff because number one, I disagree with so much of it, even though they're my friends. They just different thought process, you know. I don't like the Cowboys, but I love Rich. Rich is my guy, but I can't stand the freaking Cowboys, you know. Uh, Brandon lives in Houston. He probably likes the Texans. I don't like them neither. Right? I got friends. Noble is my man. Me and Noble are super tight, but he's from Kansas City, bro. He likes the freaking Chiefs. I can't stand the damn Chiefs, but Noble's my guy. So yeah, I don't do that because I don't want. I don't know. I don't want to be sort of jaded by the things that they think are going on, and now they all do much better than me. But I don't care. I refuse to go into the patterns that they go into because I just don't think it'd fit my personality. You know what I mean? Like I think there's a dangerous gap if I start trying to be like them. Um, and then Paul said, I used to think education videos need to get to the point and be short, but people want detailed information, which is why it's fixed this way. So the longer form did work. 100%. Yeah. That was the thing that we were told by a bunch of people. Get in there, get out, get quick. And then you know what you do? You know what you do? When you get in there and you get out there and you get quick and you make those short, punchy videos. And somebody complained to both us. I speak English. I do speak English. Somebody complained to both of us about videos that we made about the same subject, but we made them totally independently, didn't even know the other one was making it. And somebody came in and complained that, oh, our 6 minute video was too long. It could have been 2 minutes. I think Lou's one was probably only like 4 minutes. Mine's is 6 minutes because I'm a lippy mofo.
They were just mad. It's a thing that takes a lot of steps.
Yeah, but I'm
It
just
just is a lot of steps.
yo, homie,
It's like you do it in two
holla,
minutes.
holla. You make the 2 minute video, right? 100%. And I fully agree with Paul. Like if I make it that quick, what I end up with is tons of comments that I gotta answer because you missed something, you missed something, you skipped over something. And so it's really weird when I get the Alicia, not the first time she said that, by the way. When I get the Alicia slash Yolanda version, and then I get the oh, you spent too long version, I'm kind of going to lean to the Alicia Yolanda version because I think that they're really trying to get something out of it. I think the other person who said, get in, get out, give me what I want, beat it, you're the taker. I don't serve takers.
Right. And it's like you got to look at context, right, of that. Like who is this person? Is this somebody that you like work with a lot? Like if anybody that's in our community is like you need to explain it slower, great. You need to explain it faster? Okay, sure. But like that's because we understand what they're trying to do and see that they're actually trying to do something. Rando on the internet, like I'm sorry.
Me don't need that you. But tell you, get out of here.
Right. And then like with the people being, jealous or like being mad at people who make money. I got a comment recently of do people even need to still be making content? And I'm like, what when I went to go look at this person, it's somebody who made content like they posted videos like 10 years ago, probably like felt discouraged, didn't do it. And it's like, you want to be doing it. You're just upset it didn't take for you because you didn't continue. But that doesn't mean other people shouldn't still create if that's what they want.
Yo, Troy got me good. I had to think about this one. Troy Troy said, content is about solving real world problems to gain traction, right? And he goes, yesterday's audiences watched a video on how someone used AI to eliminate AI from Windows Notepad. Yo, that's good. But it goes to show you, man, there is content available for everything. Like there is content available from everything. It is super, super funny. And I agree. Like, yo, it's a very weird flex right now. And I'm winding up. Like I'm winding up in the biggest way to make 2-6 better. And I can tell you, I love something that Brandon and I talked about yesterday because I didn't even know this about him, but when he told me, I was kind of giggling because I'm this way. Ouch, ouch, sorry, people, my back. I'm this way, and I know that Mary Lou is this way as well. When do you start getting ready to kick butt in 2026? Let me know in the comment section below. When do you get ready to start kicking butt in 2026, Lou?
Been already.
Holla. Me too. Like, and AT said now. First of all, congratulations, AT,
Mm-hmm.
on just doing your work. I appreciate you. I know you're out here doing your homework and you're trying to get there. Ate Marianne said, I'm looking forward to 26 from what I've learned in my 2025. Listen, Ate, Aliquidito. You have smoked 2025. Like, I've been to the PI. I've been to Cebu City in the backwoods at somebody's cousin's house. I've been with my friend, Rodolfo, and we go in the backyard and we break off the lechon and get the crispy piece because Uncle liked me. And then we hit some of the best weed in the Philippines. And you smoked it like that. I know you live in Australia, in the outback, but you smoked it like shrimp on a Barbie. Yo, Ate Marianne kicked 2025 in the nads. No respect. She said 2025, bring your ass up. Pap, take that, you bitch. Like, she kicked 2025's ass. I am afraid, content creators, I am afraid of what Ate Marianne is going to do in 26. Because
You about to
she made a
know.
video talking about her Ecamm life recently. Who is this kid? I remember the shy lady in the comments just like 5-6 months ago. She was like, hi, everybody. I'm in Australia. Hi. And now she kicking the door, waving the 4-4, saying, Papa, don't hit me no more. Like, come on, son. I don't know if any of that translates to her Australian brain, but it's a compliment. Yo, I am scared. We used to say this in the hood, scared of you. Like, I am
Paul
scared of
Duncan
her. I am scared of her. What did Paul say? Let me scroll down.
said 2027. When's he going to get ready for 2026 and 2027?
Paul stupid. Man, he fired. He is fired. Why he got to be that way? Like, for real, I got to say, right, Matt? For real, Marianne is doing her thing. Yo, she is kicking. Is this the link to her video, Lou?
That's her channel, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, her channel. It does say channel right there. Yo, she is kicking butt. Now, so Brett and I were talking yesterday, and I was like, bro, yo, your IG game is like nuts. And Brandon I made a video the other day, and I put Brandon in the back of me because in the effort video, I'm explaining to you, and my opening line is as follows. Have you ever made a video that you thought was a banger only to get like 4 views? And then meanwhile, your friend made a video and he farted and got 10,000 views. Like, you ever been there? And yeah, you can't help it. Like, you definitely, and we're two total different niches. I am not competing with Brandon. Brandon is family. But when I seen this video and I watched it go from 10,000 to 20,000, and before I finished recording that video, that bitch was sitting at 250K. And I'm like, asshole, I got to reshoot the hook now because it went from 10,000 to 250. I don't like to re-edit my videos, but I had to go back and adjust my hook because that same video shot up to like 250. And if I check right now, it's probably higher than that. But the interesting thing is that even if you're trying not to be comparative, it's hard not to sometimes, even if it's your friend. So my point was, if you make your content and you grade yourself and you check that little worksheet that I was showing you guys and you go in and you answer those questions, I think you have potential to get yourself in the right spot, right? So I had asked, like, what did you
Where do we
learn?
get this worksheet?
I did post it. Where did I post it? I know. Give me a second. I'll put the link. It's it's linked to that video, but I'll go grab it right now and get it. It's in box. But yeah, I just put this little sheet here, and I said, just take my template and steal it and make your own. Like, you don't have to use my Pizac and Excise sheet because I just think this is something that you should do. But like, what skill did you practice or learn? Right? What micro wins are you the most proud of? Right? And here's the link. Let me copy this. Copy that floppy. Go to link settings. Get the direct copy. And everybody, let me know if you're able to snatch this. Once I put it in there, here's the link, and I'll relabel it in a second. Right? What patterns did I notice in my effort? Like, legit. That's it. Oh, don't put that down. Don't put down that far. Come here. Learn how to use the internet. All right. And then I'm like, what's the one thing that I want to improve next week? Right? Am I celebrating my effort or obsessing over the metrics? Paul. And then you're doing great. Not Duncan, the other Paul. Duncan got mad for a second. You're doing great. The fact that you track effort means you're thinking like a pro. Keep showing up, keep creating, keep logging the work. The results will come. But your satisfaction needs to start now. And here's the problem. We've seen this and we've said this and we've talked about this and this has happened. There are people who come into the comments and legit be like, I did a stream the other day and only 20 people showed up. And I'm like, listen, there's 11 people here right now. At one point we were at 20 something. But if I put 11 people in this 8x8 box, I'll be ready to slap the shit out of somebody in a matter of seconds. That's way too much folks in this little box. Who told you that needs to be 1,100? And out of the 11 people here, and I would just count, right? How many are gaining any sort of value out of this conversation right now? Put any emoji that you want. Hey, you shut up, Brandon. Brandon, I said shut up. Get the damn, Brandon, you be talking all up in my streams, pimp. Anybody get it, any sort of value whatsoever, drop an emoji in the chat so we can know, and then I can finish my dang point. I'm having, she put the dab. No, she didn't. I was trying to get you the number to what is happening on the grid, but my phone is on drugs today. Like absolute drugs. I need to restart. Let me connect it to the Wi-Fi. Anyway, hey, Angela, how are you doing? I didn't even know she hiding in the back. All right, Matt is in the building. You know what I'm saying? So if we all was at the dinner table, right, I'll be scared of the bill. Yo, T, my brother, how have you been? Known this man for quite a long time. We've been here. I don't like the way you said that, Luis. I gotta talk about my head, right? But let me count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we had dinner with the 7 of y'all, yo, first of all, according to the book, we 5 people light. Wait, 6 people light. Okay, Mary just made it 8. That's an expensive dinner. Like if I had the 80 y'all right here, we gotta pay for this. That's an expensive dinner. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, somebody gonna be like, "Oh, I don't eat meat. We need to go somewhere with vegan options." Matt. Hey, Vernon, what did I? Okay, this dinner getting expensive, y'all. I quit. We going to McDonald's. McDonald's. Oh, AT be like, you got McDonald's at home. It's the hood game. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I know, Luis. The new YouTube API is supposed to fix that. It's supposed to come in a little bit better. But yeah, it's super interesting how we can sell ourselves short. On here we go. Brandon is he's still hovering at around 250, but that video is just crushing it, right? We we sell ourselves short because we get into our own heads of this comparison game. And I guess Mary Lou, wait, I need to do the yes, my child. Forgive me, Father, I have sinned. All right, Mary Lou, when was the last comparison that you did? It's time to fess up.
Oh my gosh, today,
Oh wait,
at the
hold up,
beginning of the
wait. You gotta,
stream,
you gotta forgive me, Doc, for I have sinned. You Catholic, come on. There we go. Okay, go.
there's no snacks. Where's the snacks and the drinks?
Oh my
That's
bad.
what I know for
My,
cat.
let me. I get like the candles in the back though.
Give me my cracker. Yeah. Okay. So, and like in a not even angry way, but like in a like, oh man, I gotta step up even more. It was hearing, seeing that Doc made his 20K, and I was like, dang,
You
I
have
want to
more
make
than
my
that.
20K. No,
I thought you had like 36.
no, like 14 something, maybe 14.
Oh, well, we better get cracking. We can't. I
I'm
can't be. I
saying
can't be friends with people with less than 20K. I'm. I'm.
no,
I
but it was just
forgot where y'all came from. I forgot where I came from. I gotta delete AT. Paul gonna get 20K with his stupid porn piano videos. He'll probably get
yeah, but
20K
like just
faster than all of us because that joint got me. I be still looking at them damn commercials, Paul. I really hate you. I legit hate you. I kind of want to punch you in the neck. Yo, that's crazy. So in a way, like of course, I know you don't have. Well, I won't say you don't have an evil bone in your body. That would be lies.
no, that's not true.
You don't have an
That's fact. Not
intentional vindictive bone in your body, but like, what does that manifest look like?
it, for me. That's it becomes motivation. Uh, of like, okay, cool, let's get to work now. Like we were talking about, Marianne like kicked 2025's butt. 2025 kicked my butt, so I feel jealous that I am playing catch up. Is what I feel like, right? Which is like in reality, life just lives and just it just lives, right? You do what you can do right now, the best you can, and that's it, right? There's no really like it's like when people play poker and they're like they already folded but then they still want to see what the cards were. It's like it's too, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, it already happened, so like it's irrelevant.
I actually don't want to
It doesn't
know.
change the statistic for anything else. It's like
Yeah,
it's over.
I
So
don't want to know. I really don't. And it's like the people who are like, oh, yeah, they need to hide the dislikes for my mental stability. Like, I want to see the dislikes. I'm cool with it. I don't. They don't change my value at all. You know, what's up, El? Good to see you, dog. Like, it don't change my value at all. So, like, I'm always mad curious as to what those dislikes even mean. And maybe there's something that I can grok from that. Again, when AT says, dude, you went too fast, can you slow the F down? I'm like, oh, my bad. I get hype. Like somebody mentioned in the comment yesterday, it's like, bro, I ain't seen you that hype on. Oh, it was Dragon. He said, I ain't seen you that hype on the video in a minute. And I'm like, cause it's real, dude, man. Like, I really want to explain to everybody out here, if you hate the way some other creator is making their money, if you look at it in a way like they're being somehow shady or dishonest or whatever, unless they're doing something that's actually dishonest, not feels dishonest. And even then, if they're doing something dishonest, that's still none of your business. Like, focus on you, dog. The time it took you to write that comment about how they're shilling for Sony, Canon, Insta360, DJI, Ecamm, Doc Pops, whomever, you could have made a short that would have got you closer to getting the brand deal that you want. Okay? So, when I get to Japan, I'm gonna have some gear, some new gear. It's coming in. My homie sent it to me because she liked what I did in my last video, and she's like mad creeping, right? I was like, yo, I'm finna go to Japan, and I'll be interested if there's any content you want me to make while I'm out there based off of these things. I am going to take. Actually, you know what? Let's show the whole deal because I want you guys to see how business is done. I don't want to hear no bullshit, Alicia, about why he ain't show us that. I just said that because I can see her face, okay? Y'all just don't understand. I can see her face. So let's get real deal.
Oh, but Alicia's putting in work. She's she's got financial goals to hit for her creator business, and she's doing it. I'm like, yes, we got to mention some brands. She's like, okay, let's do it.
Look,
she got to make some shorts. Okay, I hate it, but let's do it.
I am happy to see my creator friends find their groove, Stella. All right, so I'm going to temporarily turn it Notion. Don't get mad at me. Actually, before I screw this up, let me not mess up the Notion one. Sometimes I be doing that to myself. And let's call this Claude. And then that one is unlocked. So let's change this to Claude. Oh, I said it's unlocked. Oh, you got to unlock the overlay. Okay, I got you. And then click upon this pencil. And then go to Claude. Okay, bingo. I know the words are small, people. I didn't invent the internet, dude. I'm just here to tell y'all what's going down. Okay? Don't give me no heat. I'll read it to you. So one of my joints is I made a new one that's called YouTube Channel and Brand Strategy. Now, if you don't understand this is also available in ChatGPT. Claude is a better writer. I've said it 100 times. I'm not going to explain that to you. But this is called creating a project. And in ChatGPT, you should create a project as well. If you're doing the same type of conversations and prompts about any one particular thing, instead of doing them as individual chats, go make a project. If it will allow you to, move those conversations from the other projects in. Or before you go there, go to the regular one. I'm going to try this. I haven't done this before. I'm going to go to my chats. I'm going to hit a new chat. Okay. And then, unfortunately, because this is the application, not the browser, it does work in the application. Who knew? I didn't know that would work. Okay, you are now in Claude Code Desktop Preview. I don't need you, girl. We handled your business. I'm going to use the latest and greatest model, which means it's going to be a little bit slower, but this is going to work. Okay, let's just see. Based off my many previous chats with you, and by the way, thank you for the good work, I want to collect as much information about anything that we've talked about related to YouTube brand strategy, and just the way I handle things on YouTube. What I want to do with this information is apply it as context to the project that I have that's called YouTube channel, new channel, and brand strategy. If I got that name wrong, you know which one it is. If not, let me know. I'll find you the right one. But I want to take that information and put it into that project as a context so we can make sure that even though I'm making a new channel and somewhat targeting a new audience, my values as Doc Rock does not change. I am here to help people. I want to positively impact the lives of a billion people. So I want to make sure that my voice that we've currently established and my style carries over into the brand new channel. If you could collect all the information and make me an instruction set that I can add to that project, greatly appreciate it. If you don't understand any of that, let me know, gangsta, and we will get it straightened out. Yes, I talk to Claude like that, and Claude knows me. Claude's like, all right, pimp, I got you. Okay, so I don't have to do it for this one, but one of my normal thought processes is don't do that. If you need to improve this prompt before you run it, make sure you do that first, but just give me the instructions as to how I could have made the prompt better in order to make sure we're getting the best things. And the reason why is I often teach people how I do it so they can follow along. So maybe even after this, I'll need an instruction set to share with my audience so that they can repeat this process with their Claude. Is there more than one of you? I always wanted to know that. All right, let Claude do her thing. She be like, "Listen, bitch, I am French. Don't talk to me like that." She said, "I'm ruminating on it. Stand by." Yo, this is super funny. Verse said, "Haters gonna hate." I just made a it's not a real deal Holyfield thing. It's just a temporary until I find the one that I really want. But in that same vein, I came up with this because I'm gonna make this and put it in my shop. And I thought about this because of Mary Lou, because this woman will put a camera inside a camera and just start filming.
I will.
So if you are near her, you are getting recorded. You know when people on the internet be like, "I don't film me," I'll be like, "Nah, tell that to Mary Lou." She said, "Look, I appreciate you for asking me to proof this prompt first. It's a great technique, a great teaching moment. Let me break this down. Clear intent and why. You explain you're starting a new channel, but want to preserve your core values. The context is gold." So I'm just saying your boy know what he doing. All right. Flexibility with grace. If I got the name wrong, which is it shows me that you trust the potential knowledge gaps. Okay, true story. Um, Positively impacting lives of a billion people. That gives me a North Star for what matters. Authentic voice. Let me know, gangster. Is very you. Shut up, Claude. That authenticity is exactly what we're trying to capture. Okay. All right, right? So, how we can strengthen it. Specify your time range. Search the last 6 months or go back as far as you can. All right, we got that. Let's put that in here. We definitely want to go back as far as we can because I want to make sure that we have as much context as possible. Okay, I'm not going to hit enter yet. List specific dimensions you want captures: content pillars, tone, voice, characteristics, audience philosophy, posting, approach, thumbnail, title strategy, engagement strategy, all of the above. Now, see, this thing knows how I get down, and so it knows all of that. The only one I'm going to take out is audience philosophy because this is a new channel and I don't know what the audience philosophy is yet. Okay, so I'm going to take that one out. All right. Then we're going to clarify the channel's direction. Is the channel okay? I'll come back and answer that in a second. Actually, no, I won't. We'll do it right now. All right, enter. Right now, I really don't know what the new channel philosophy is based on the audience because I don't know what the audience is. However, I believe that the target market potential is for anybody who travels for fun or work and just wants to know the best ways to travel and have information that allows them to have a better trip, either through packing lighter, getting better deals, finding the incredible places to go, and what to do when you're more about the slow travel mindset, like enjoying the trip, not just running around checking a bunch of boxes. Like I went to all of the things that it said on the map. So I'm thinking my audience is professional travelers or want to be more like professional travelers or people aspiring to travel. Also, one thing that I think is important to note, I am trying to find the people who've been telling themselves that they're going to take a trip for a long time and haven't done it yet because they have weird fears about traveling that I hope that I can dispel through this content. All right, boom. Separate question. Is there more than one of you? Never, that was a joke. Um, Give me a bullet instruction set or write it as assistant prompts I can paste directly. All right. I'm assuming a system prompt works the best. This literally will be an instruction set for a Claude project. So whichever works the best for you is the best. But in my previous experience, I believe it's a instruction set. All right. So she got these and then she goes, yes and no. There are many instances of Claude running simultaneously for different users, but the conversations is independent. Okay. She's, I don't have hive mind sharing, which also good. Um, Listen, gang, it's a busy day at work. And can't turn off these notifications because Glenn and I are trying to solve a problem. So sorry, you guys got to hit a th. That's just Slack. And if you're triggered by Slack notifications, my bad. Got to get this done. Oh my God. I sent the text. I sent the video explaining this to Glenn. It had no sound. He is such a dummy. Um, Okay, let me answer this. Yeah, Glenn, the I did create a channel recently, and that one does work. But the one that Jill and Katie created is not working, and I've checked the settings myself, and all those settings are correct. Okay, boom. Yes, I am answering this message while I am absolutely live, so this might be a good time to process and update. Somehow,
They
somehow,
they did this morning.
yeah. And then Katie said, "Oh, Doc is live." He goes, "Cool, I'll push an update." Glenn always sends updates when I'm live. Okay, so here's the. Oh, they're still thinking, but I just wanted to show you guys that this is stuff that you can do, right? This is stuff that you can do in order to make your process better. Like I really want you to start thinking about how can you get yourself ready for 26. Like go into your bot, throw a bunch of transcripts from the videos that you've made. Yo, I have to get out 476 transcripts to throw at my bot so that it can critique my 26. And I still got 29 more videos to go to finish out the year. On the 26th, I can quit. On December 26th, I hit 420. But I started a whole brand new channel. I just messed up. But you can find these things out, people. You can make sure that you're being consistent. You can even track your growth. A, by doing the worksheet that I sent you, but B, by just checking in with your bot. When you do a weekly review, sit down and record yourself on your phone and be like, "Hi, my name is Matt and I am a content creator. Over the last week, I've created 3 pieces of content. I feel like I wanted to create 10, but I only got around to 3. Here's what worked. Here's what didn't work. Here is where I got stuck. Here is where I wish I could get past. Here are some creators that I'm looking at that are giving me the feels. These are those exact feelings. I'm being honest with you, so I don't have to tell the public, but I am embarrassed that I am not creating as much as I think I should. Here's my mental state at the situation. Here's my whatever at the situation. Here's the food I've been drinking, whatever. The food I've been drinking, stupid ass. Anyway, have that conversation. Save it. Throw it at a bot. Analyze my content workflow. Find me any gaps that I can easily fix. By the way, right now I am broke as a joke. Spending this $20 to talk to you is getting on my damn nerves. I need to know how I can fix this for free. And guess what your bot can do? Give you some ideas. And yes, it will make up some shit. And yes, it will hallucinate some shit because everybody says that. Who cares? Your brother-in-law freaking makes up shit. Mine makes up a lot. Okay, I want to punch him in the face. But Mary Lou has an adorable little sister who I think is one of the coolest people in the world. And Mary Lou could have this exact same conversation with Dee, and she might say some crazy shit. She a little crazy. Mom's definitely dropped her. But Mary Lou knows what to filter out. Mary Lou knows Dee could give her 12 things to do. And Mary Lou can be like, yo, 7 of them is on point. The last 5, bitch be smoking. And take those 7 and get to work. Y'all will get 12 from the bot. 5 of them are high as shit. And y'all be like, well, they all suck. Because somebody else told you that they all suck. You know what I'm saying? So, like, let me just finish this out real quick and show you this. So here's my thing. Here's my system prompt. You are assisting Doc, aka Doc Rock, content creator on a mission to positively impact the lives of billions of people, collaborating through sharing stories and ideas. Doc's based in Honolulu, Hawaii. He brings the Hawaii cultural elements into his natural communication styles, greetings like aloha and expressions of gratitude like mahalo. Doc is a thinker, creator, a maker, a traveler. He believes the world is full of possibilities, that sharing collective experiences helps everyone live their life to the fullest. His guiding philosophy comes from Maya Angelou: do the best you can until you know better. And then you know better to do better. He got all of that right. Well, she got all of that right. My Claude is a girl. Actually, my Claude might be a they. Anyway, voice and communication styles, right? Authenticity, no BS and direct, friendly and warm, confident yet humble. You got the humble part wrong, bitch. Slightly irreverent, occasionally playful, willing to be goofy. 100, right? Action oriented. Uses white cultural expressions, aloha, aloha, exploits real talk like, look, here's the deal, bottom line, real talk. References shared experience, will be there, you know what it is include a nostalgic 90s 80s cultural touchstones which is appropriate for Gen X audience, avoids corporate jargon, buzzwords, overly polished language, never uses the M or N dash. Ooh, now you know. I did tell my bot, do that shit again, I will unplug you. What to avoid: guru speak, orally formal, stiff language, excessive technical jargon without explanation, perfectionist language, unrealistic standards, condescending explanations, and corporate buzzwords. Don't use none of that shit, right? My target audience is normally Gen X, geriatric millennials, solo entrepreneurs, uh, may feel behind in digital creator economy, values self-reliance, credibility, real-world experience, grew up pre-social media, the learning curve on modern platforms, multi-passionate, multi-driven, individual seeking purpose and fulfillment. The psychographics are purpose-driven, looking for clarity, confidence, simplified path to show up, often plagued by limiting beliefs. It's too late. I'm not tech savvy, or whatever ways you might say that. Growing to authenticity over hype. Wants to create experience that educate, inspire, right? And then for the channel specifically, we'll need to get into that. And then it knows my purple precepts. Purple, legit, purposeful, unstoppable, resilient, positive, limitless, empathetic. Purple, write it down, right? Yo, it has everything. It really did covered everything. Structured delivery, uh, hooks that work for Doc. Open with relatable points. You know you've been telling yourself you'd take that trip for years. Sound like me. Start with a transformational promise. If I told you the trip that you'd be dreaming about is simpler than you think, yes. A pattern interrupt. Everyone says to pack light. They're wrong. Here's what actually matters. No, that's wrong, but the pattern is correct. Anyway, so there's my instructions. I'll make a couple minor adjustments here and there, and then have example. It gave an example, right? You've been telling yourself someday for how long? Someday I'll take that trip. Someday I'll see that place. Here's the thing. Someday isn't on the calendar, but next month is. Let's figure out how to make it happen. That is a doc statement in a nutshell, right? My doc's role is to be a friend who's already been there, who will give you the real scoop without judgment, a little bit of judgment, who genuinely wants to see you have an incredible experience. Mahalo for being part of the journey. I have a couple of minor tweaks that I could take, but if I take that and add it to my project, which is what we were showing you in the first place, I go here to projects and go ahead, come and wake up, and then I go to my YouTube channel and brand strategy. It's all there. And I even gave myself yesterday, because even though I know what I'm doing, I don't trust I know what I'm doing. I gave myself a checklist on how to build a brand new channel in 2026 and make sure that everything is correct. So including this problem that we're having with the eCam situation right now. So I just want to tell you, these are some of the things that you can do. And I want you to get wired for sound for 2026. And I want you to check in with us or somebody else to let us know that you're ready and tell us what you're going to do. Because Brandon started 3 weeks ago. I started a couple weeks ago. And boom, like legit. Mary Lou started a little bit ago. Ate and Marianne started a little bit ago. And AT started like 2-3 weeks ago. So we coming into 26 throwing bows. Are you still going to be making excuses? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to ask real questions. Are you still going to be making excuses, or can you make a promise to everybody in the chat right now that you and excuses are getting a divorce? If you and excuses are getting a divorce, let us know, and we will back you up. We will be that friend who will come over and grab your bags and stand there and look at your ex like, do something. Do something. Okay? Excuses is your ex. Treat it like that. Let's go. I didn't even insert my bad word.
Break up with them.
All right, we're gonna listen to some Taylor Swift now. We having breakup songs. I just want you to replace.
Go.
This is my fight song. This is my right song. Is that the right girl? I don't even know. Yeah. Yo, all right. What'd you say? You got any closing chapters, Louis?
Me?
Yeah, you. I gotta pee. You gotta go.
Oh, I get to talk?
I was just reading fast. You're such a jerk. You can cut in anytime. I was just reading fast. Come on.
No, I'd like if you're like you guys got to be doing now. Like, don't wait till beginning of 2026. Like, start now. Just start now,
Yeah.
right?
You got a month to screw it up before you get it right.
Get momentum, right? Even like the airplane needs to like back up a little bit before it takes off, right? Like, you need a little runway. So just get going. Just do it.
That was gold. Even the airport got back up a little bit before it That's why she's my friend, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. This is why she's my friend. Even the airplane got to back up before it takes off. Shut the front door. Matt said, take this one to the bank, people. And we closing with, excuses are just as expensive as divorce. Ask me how I know.
Oh.
I love you, Matt. Matt is my guy. I shared curry fries with this jerk, even though he didn't invite me to his studio. Anyway, my homie over here with the backing up airplane, that is Mary Lou Mandel. You can find her all over the internet at Mary Lou Mandel with no E. She moved the E over to the other side and put it on her jacket. And if you really want to get your thing together, go and check out her Video Creator Club. She has a space for a couple more few kinfolks. And
Just a couple.
Just a couple. It works. It works. I'm going to fly on the wall and just hide in the back and be like, I see y'all. I'm watching. I am watching you. And Paul C is watching everything. Paul C is a snitch, by the way. You think you don't know? Paul watches everybody in the chat, and Paul goes visit their channel. And if you don't do what you say you're doing, Paul will snitch on you. He tells me. So, not this Paul, the other Paul, the British one. He is a snitch. He tells me all the time. So just know we are paying attention. We got eyeballs. All right, gang. We out. Thank you, Lou.
And that's Doc Rock. Follow him everywhere, all the time. I'm going to be following him physically in Hawaii in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Man, I better warn HPD. I like Honolulu Police Department. Yeah, my bestie's coming. There will be some drama. Listen, Waikiki, yes. District 6, here we come.
Here we go. I heard he was the king of the
Paul?
party
If Paul C is the stitch, why did I get the stitches?
Because you cut your hand. You stick your hand in the pot of hot knives. I hope it feels better, by the way. That's dangerous. You could lose a thing, we call it a nerve that doesn't let you close your thumb. So you kind of lucked out. Yep. Cutting your hand is where you cut it is actually dangerous. And there's a big vein that goes in there too. So we almost lost Paul thanks to somebody not knowing how to properly put a knife.
It wasn't me.
I know it wasn't you.
Yeah.
Hey, just know when you finish with them, wash them, dry them, put them away. Never. My knives,
never.
Knives don't go in the sink ever. You wash them immediately. That's how they stay sharper, by the way. Anyway, now you know. Don't kill Paul. we need Paul and Maestro's butt. They just walked across the screen. Somehow cats love to be ruining my videos. I don't even own a cat. Family, please enjoy yourself. Please get out there and create some content. I'm gonna just let the Pauls fight this one out. Y'all enjoy yourself. Y'all go make some content and let me press this button over here because I think it's important as soon as I find it. I had the keystroke, but it's not working.
You have been unstuck. With creators Unstuck, Doc Rock, and Mary Lou Mandel.
See you.